agents make up the whole makeup of Valorant. So today, we're going to just quickly do a tier list of every agent in the game, the 15 agents in the game up to Astra, which is the latest character that's been released, and we're going to review them. Now, you must be warned, this is nothing like pro guides. I'm not, a guide, and I'm definitely not pro. So, this is just strictly my personal opinion. Obviously, it's determined on my playstyle. I like to play quite aggressively. To be honest, I'm quite impatient. So, duelists and things like that, I love them. I mean, to be fair, most people love them as well. They are the funnest, agents to play. But anyways, take this with a grain of salt. This is obviously my opinion. You can have yours. I'd love to hear your opinion down below. If there's anything or any agents you think I may have placed wrong, then just let me know in the comments. I'd be intrigued to know. And yeah, don't shout at me too much if I put your favourite operator in a bad tier. But listen, I've had some bad experiences, alright? And I do play Yoru the most, even though he's not quite... On certain maps he can be useful, but certain maps he's a bit shit, if we're going to be honest. But yeah, anyway, enough rambling. Let's just get right into it with the elite tier. Now, as you can see on screen, I've named this tier elite because, these are the best of the best, quite frankly. And you may have gathered, but the first person we're putting in here, it's got to be Yoru. Yoru's going in. I'm sorry. I know other people might put him lower. He is very solid, and if you're a good Yoru player, then you can frag out and you can do a lot, and it can be annoying. Personally, I just enjoy him because I feel like he's got an overall ability, and I feel like I can outplay people that maybe aren't as good as me. Maybe if I got into a higher rank or something like that, then I'd struggle to use him effectively. However, for now, with the rank I'm in, which is not amazing, because I don't know if you guessed from the gameplay, I'm not the greatest of players. He's going in elite tier, and he's staying there. He's got to stay there. I must also add though, his ultimate ability sometimes can be very useful. Mostly useful if you're playing with a team, because then you can spot out the enemies and, call out. But other than that, it's still pretty good. It's not bad. It's not bad, we'll say that. But like I've said, I'm no pro guide, so don't listen to me. Now, joining Yoru in elite tier, it's got to be Jet. Now, I'm not a very good Jet player myself. I'm not great mechanically, but I've seen some pros use Jet, and Jesus Christ, I'm watching them, and I'm sat there like, what is going on? What is going on? I might put some gameplay in the background of some of these plays, but they're to a point where I'm like, Jesus, I just don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. My brain doesn't move fast enough for me to make these plays. And you see them smoking, then dashing, then dashing, then dashing, then up in the air, then knife. Like, I'm not a great player, and if I look at that, I'm like, it just makes me feel a bit bad inside, if I'm honest. It's like, I'll just never reach that level. Who knows? We'll get practicing though. But yeah, Jet in elite tier. The next one I'm going to put in elite for now. I don't have much experience with this operator because obviously she was a recently added one. I've not been playing the game for a long time, but tell you what, the amount of times I've been like dragged off of the defusing with that gravity well, oh my lord. When that happens to me, it makes me sad. It does make me sad, and I feel like good players can really utilise Astra a lot. Now, obviously, I don't have the much experience, so maybe if I played her, I wouldn't like her. But for now, and for what I've seen, she just seems very OP. And to be honest, yeah, against me, who's not a great player, who just sometimes mains Yoru and just runs and flashes and, runs everywhere and teleports everywhere, it's not great for me. But she's staying in elite anyway, because I think she's elite, and also elite players can also do better than what I could. And one more I'm going to put in elite tier, because I personally used to play in the beta. When I first played the beta ages ago, I then stopped playing Valorant. I will not talk about that. I wish I'd carried on playing, because then I would have been better than I am now. Whoa. Through my infinite wisdom, I've just realised that I didn't actually mention who that was. That's Sova, for anyone that doesn't know. Sova is also an elite. I did refer to him as her, but we'll ignore that. It's early in the morning, and I'm tired. This is just post-editing Will, coming in at you live. Let's get back to the video. Now, we're moving on to the very good tier list. I don't know why I said it like that, but yeah. We're moving on to the very good tier. Now, I'm going to firstly start off by putting Phoenix. Now, Phoenix, I used to love playing Phoenix, and, being a fellow Brit, I like the UK representation, you know what I mean? He's a bit annoying in terms of the voice lines. He does talk a lot, but most Valorant characters do talk a lot.
Careful now, careful now.
And yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say about him. You know, he's good. He is very good. He's not quite solid, because I feel like he's better than solid. His flashes are very versatile. His little Molotov thing is very useful as well for blocking off areas. And yeah, like I said, nothing more to say really. Very good character. Very, very solid. Next in very good, I'm going to put Sage. Now, Sage is not someone I'd personally play. I don't really like playing people that just sit there and heal. But very useful. Very useful. And that slow down ability that she has, where it's that ice thing on the floor. And obviously the walls as well, which really help on a map like Icebox or whatever it's called. Really does help. And yeah, I think she's very good. I don't think she's quite solid. Well, I say not quite solid. She's above solid. So we're putting her in that very good tier. I've seen some good players use her, and yeah, very, very usable. We're going to move on a bit now, because I've realised that I do rant a lot, and I go off on a tangent. But like I said, we've got plenty of time. I am recording this at 1:30 in the morning, so if I sound a bit tired, my apologies. But in the very good tier, with my expert opinion, I am also going to put Omen. Now, Omen, I like to watch a lot of TSM Myth, and he fucking loves him. I don't know what he'd do to Omen, to be honest. He'd probably try and have his kids or something, but yes, he does like Omen. And Omen is a character that I've not used much. I don't think I've played more than 5 games with him. But from what I have seen of other players using him, and from what I've used, he is very, very useful. And obviously as a smoke, it's just, you know, smoking off site so people can plant is very useful. Well, the issue with lower ranks is sometimes you don't even get that. You don't even get smokes, which is not fun. So, to be fair, it's probably a character that I do need to start using to help the team out. But yeah, he's going in very good, because he is very good. The next, I'm going to put Killjoy. Now, Killjoy, she does annoy me. Especially that ability, I can't remember what it's called. Her ultimate is very, very annoying. Especially when you have to get out of the way of it, because otherwise you'll just get popped off. The detain ability, I can't quite remember what it's called off the top of my head, but that ability is so frustrating, and quite frankly, it's not even fun to play against sometimes. It's just, you know, it's not enjoyable. And to be honest, it'd probably be quite a good character to use. She looks pretty cool with a yellow jacket, and yes, she has those grenades. So the Nano Swarm grenades as well, which deploy the nanobot things, and yeah, they're a bit frustrating. And that alarm bot as well. Oh my lord, that alarm bot sometimes. All the little robot things in this game fucking get on my nerves, quite frankly. And the turret as well is also annoying, but it's, you know, it's dealable. It's okay. Like I said, a very good operator. Agent. It's not CSGO. It's not Rainbow Six Siege. That's where they have operators. Not elite agent, but it's a very good agent nonetheless. Like I said, this is not a pro guides thing, so don't let me sway you on who to play. This is kind of my opinion. Now, moving on with this, we are going to have the solid tier. Now, the solid tier consists of a few people for me. Reyna, although sometimes if I'm coming against a Reyna, I feel like Reyna sometimes feels elite, because that eye ability that she has really, I don't know what it is, something about it I can't deal with in my brain. It just confuses me, and sometimes she really does flag out against my team, especially in lower ranks or unrated, because I'm not a good enough player to deal with it. It really frustrates me. But anyway, I'm putting her in solid. I would like to learn her, and obviously she's a duelist, which is just very fun to play. The next one we're going to put in solid is, of course, Cypher. I think they're called a Sentinel class. He has obviously he has the like little trip mine thing and the camera. Very good for watching the flank of any team, and watching out for any retakes over site. And yeah, very, very useful. I don't really like playing characters like that, to be honest. Not my cup of tea, but I can recognise that they're obviously fucking very, very solid. Next I'm putting in solid is Raze. Now Raze is someone that I really do enjoy playing, but I put her in solid and not very good. For now we're putting in there. She could move up there just because of how much I like playing her, but she has the C4s, you know, I used to be a Call of Duty player at heart. I love a C4. It reminds me of Black Ops 2 C4s. If anyone gets that reference, then, you know, fair play to you, because they were disgustingly overpowered. But yeah, she has the rocket fuse ability, which, you know, if used right, can cause a bit of damage. And yeah, her C4 abilities are a lot of fun. And her grenades really, tell you what, I've played against some Razors and her grenade abilities really frustrate me. Really frustrating. But anyway, we're going to move on to the next solid pick. Now, the next person I'm putting solid is, of course, Viper. Viper is very toxic, as you can probably see on the screen. She is just, I don't know, just very frustrating. And it does annoy me sometimes. It does annoy me that she's so useful. But, of course, she can be countered. And, like every agent really, can be countered. But if used right, can be very fucking useful on site. And, yeah, just a solid agent. I don't, like I said, don't have much experience with her. But I've used her a few times, and she is very solid. Very solid. Not my favourite, not the worst. Now, this is the last tier, which is okay. Now, are these technically okay? I mean, I put the okay tier, but these could be, you know, solid, lower end of solid is what I'd say. But we're going to start with, of course, Breach. Now, Breach, sometimes, when I've come up against him quite a lot, the through the wall ability that slows you down is very frustrating when you come up against it. Very, very frustrating. And, yeah, it can be a bit of a nuisance, but overall, not someone that I'd personally enjoy playing as. I've used it a few times. Not my cup of tea, lads. Not my cup of tea at all. Next, we have Brimstone, looking very buff. He looks quite a lot similar to Breach, but you know. But yeah, Brimstone got the smokes, of course. Very, very useful. He's a character that I do enjoy playing. He's pretty good at, I believe, and he can be used effectively to obviously block off paths towards sites. And yeah, he's just okay tier list is mostly people that have played the least. This, quite frankly, is just my opinion from me playing the game. Now, last but not least is, of course, Skye. Now, Skye, I did have a game literally probably about 20 minutes ago. I was playing against a Skye and I got absolutely dominated. I don't know what happened. The Hawk, I think it's a Hawk ability. The thing that flies in the air, the little bird thing, that flash really can do damage. The dog, not so much. I can deal with that. But yeah, overall, okay. Not used her really at all. Maybe played one game with her and then gave up. But yeah, that is it for my tier list, guys. I know, not very professional, but I hope you've enjoyed this really lackluster opinion of mine. I'm just a normal person that plays Valorant not very well. So if you want to give me any tips, or you know, if you want to team up, then let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to play some games with you. I do play in EU because I am from the UK, so yeah, just keep that in mind. But if you don't want to play with me, then that's fine as well. I understand. Anyways, I appreciate you. If anyone's watched this far, wow, I really do appreciate it. You know, it would be it would be a surprise, but you know, we keep moving. This is a new channel here, and we are trying to just float the boat towards something. Anyways, guys, that's it for the video. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, then like the video, because liking the video really does help in the YouTube algorithm, and it will obviously help the channel grow even more. I say even more like it's grew already, but we are new here, you know. I started this channel about 3 days ago, and we're gonna, you know, try and make something off it. This is something I'm doing for fun, so hopefully you can join me on this journey. And yeah, if you've enjoyed, make sure to like the video, always helps, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Quite frankly, I'm not the best Valorant player. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm kind of winging it, but I'm just here to have a good time. So if you are, then make sure to subscribe. I swear you'll have a lot of fun. Anyway, thank you all for watching, guys. Peace.